Hello. In this video, we're going to take a look at how Excel can render number and text formats. To begin with, I've got a number of numbers here, and they're all to begin with in the general format. You can see that because up here in this window, it says general. The words next to them are describing the formats we're about to take a look at. First of all, you can change the number of decimal places that Excel will display for a number. If I click on this button, it will decrease the number of decimal places displayed. Notice that although it says 4.33 here in the cell, up here on the formula bar it's showing 4.32756, the actual value that's contained in the cell. And when I click in the formula bar, you can actually see that in the cell. But as soon as I hit return, it goes back to that other format. You can increase the number of decimal places by using the increase decimal button back to where the number began. The currency setting, one way that you can get to that is click on the general format and select currency. You see it's got a comma, it has 2 places after the decimal, the $sign, the typical things that we might want when you're talking about money. If I turn a negative number into currency format, same deal, it just puts a minus sign at the beginning. Accounting format is different in one respect. In accounting, when you have a negative amount of money, we put it in parentheses. So if I select these 2 cells and put them into accounting format, it will look really similar to the currency, but the negative number will be in parentheses. Now you can get to accounting by using the pull-down menu. There is an accounting option right there. But the fastest way to get to accounting is to click on the $sign right there. And I've got those exact same 2 amounts of money in accounting format. I can take a decimal number and put it into percent form just by clicking on the percent key. Now it shows us 44%. If I put it back into general format, it shows it as 0.44 again. Regardless of which format it's in, if you do mathematics on that value, it will use 0.44. It's just displaying it in percentage form. I can put commas into large numbers as an easier way to read them, and the easy way to do that is to use the comma button. So now I can recognize that this number is 3 million. I don't need those extra decimal places, so I'm going to take them away, and I can see that this is 3 million. Now I'm going to put that same 3 million value into scientific notation. Notice that there are 6 zeros after that comma. In other words, when I put it into scientific notation, click this pull-down menu, select scientific. What it's showing me is 3.00e plus 0.6. That's just telling me that the decimal place that originally occurred right after that final 0 moves 6 places to the left. And so there's that E06. If I do the same thing with the number 0.001, now the decimal place will move 1, 2, 3 places to the right. So when I select scientific notation, it shows 1.00e minus 0.3. The minus 0.3 is indicating that it moved 3 to the right. Finally, when Excel is dealing with numbers, it always aligns them to the right-hand side of the cell. Sometimes you'll want to have a number interpreted as text. The way to do that is the pull-down menu doesn't actually contain the text option, but if you go to more number formats, you'll see there's a number of other formats that it allows, one of which is text. I'll select text, click OK, and now this menu up here is showing me that the 50 is text. Also, text is ordinarily aligned to the left-hand side of a cell. That's how you can tell that it's text. So now it's treating that 50 as text. It won't even allow me to do calculations on it because it knows that it's text. Speaking of text, let's look at some of these text listings that I have here. In particular, we commonly have text that is longer than will fit in the cell. So here it says decimal places. It won't fit in cell D1. It spills over into cell E1. However, if I click on cell E1, you'll see the formula bar is showing me that it's blank. There's nothing in there. If I put some additional text in cell E1, the part of cell D1 that wouldn't fit no longer displays in cell E1, so it gets truncated. If I click on D1, the formula bar is showing me that that text is all still there. It's just hidden by this text. If I delete the text, the decimal places text will all display again. That's it for this introduction to number and text formats.